They were hollowed out and heavy from 1,000 small disguises. I spent so long becoming what you needed me to be, that I left the best parts of myself across a distant sea. I'm wearing your favorite colors and I'm humming your favorite tune, but I'm a stranger to the person sitting in this quiet room. I whittled down my edges just to fit inside your poems. I traded in my thunder for your version of the calm. But the silence is a desert where nothing's left to grow, and I'm searching for a heartbeat that I used to know. In the middle of loving you, I lost myself. I put my dreams and my fire on a dusty back shelf. I was so busy holding you together through the night that I didn't notice I was fading out of sight. Now you're still standing, but I've disappeared into the very version of a ghost that I feared. Yeah, I lost myself. I don't remember the things that used to make me feel alive. Before I learned that loving you just meant I'd have to strive to keep the peace, to keep the quiet, to keep the status quo. I let the me I used to be slowly, surely go. I'm a map of no directions, I'm a book with empty ink, standing on a precipice and trying not to blink. They say love is a union, but this felt like a heist. I gave up my identity and didn't check the price. I'm a shell of a person, I'm a shadow on the floor, and I don't even know what I like anymore. In the middle of loving you, I lost myself. I cut my dreams and my fire on a dusty back shelf. I was so busy holding you together through the night that I didn't notice I was fading out of sight. Now you're still standing, but I've disappeared into the very version of the ghost. But I feared, yeah, I lost myself. I'm going back to find the girl I used to be, the one who wasn't just a part of you and me. I'm sorry I'm gone, I'm looking for me. Kept a tally on the back of the bedroom door of every never again and every one time more. I painted over the cracks every time you let me down, trying to keep our heads from sinking in this town. I was an architect of mercy, building bridges out of sand, while you were busy letting go of my outstretched hand. I made excuses like a mother for a wayward son, counting the battles while you already won. My kindness was a compass that always pointed back to you, no matter how many times you broke the sky in two. But I forgave you too many times, and now I'm empty inside. There's no more room for the secrets or the places you hide. I traded my worth for a love that was poison and thin, letting the cold from the outside finally settle in. The well is run dry and the light is gone dim. I've reached the edge of the world in the very last rim. Yeah, I forgave you one too many times. You came home late with that hollow, familiar plea, looking for the version of me that used to be. But that girl is a ghost. She died 1,000 small deaths, wasted on your promises and your whiskey breaths. Every I'm sorry is just a coin in a jar that doesn't buy back the person you used to be or who we are. Forgiveness is a virtue until it becomes a cage. I'm tired of rewriting the same bitter page. I thought I was saving us, but I was just losing me, drowning in a shoreless, unrelenting sea. Yeah, I forgave you too many times, and now I'm empty inside. There's no more room for the secrets or the places you hide. I traded my worth for a love that was poisoned and thin, letting the cold from the outside finally settle in. The well is run dry and the light is gone dim. I've reached the edge of the world in the very last rim. Yeah, I forgave you one too many times. So keep your apologies, keep your I'll change. The heart you kept breaking is finally out of range. 0 more chances, 0 more lies. The mercy is over, the fountain is dry. I'm done. I took a breath this morning and it caught like broken glass, waiting for the heavy, hollow afternoon to pass. It's a physical pressure, like a hand around my ribs, since we traded in our always for these quiet little fibs. I'm wearing your old hoodie just to feel a phantom weight, but it doesn't stop the bruising or the argument with fate. The doctors say I'm healthy, that my heart is beating fine, but they don't see the fall leaves or the jagged broken line. Every time I think of how you used to say my name, a localized disaster starts a localized flame. And my chest hurts, yeah, it's a dull and constant ache from every single promise that we didn't mean to break. It's like the air is getting thinner every time I see your face, and the ghost of every shadow in our favorite little place. I'm clutching at my sweater, trying to hold the pieces in, but I'm losing to the vacuum where your laughter should have been. God, my chest hurts from missing you. I try to sleep it off, but the pillows feel like stone, reminding me that half of us is just another way to say alone. If I move too fast, I swear I'll hear the cracking of the bone. A structural collapse in a heart that's turned to throne. You took the oxygen with you when you walked out of the door, leaving me with shallow gas upon the kitchen floor. It's not just in my head, it's in the marrow and the vein, a biological reaction to this concentrated pain. I'd give anything to breathe without this tightening in my throat, to stop this slow motion sinking of our little wooden boat. And my chest hurts, yeah, it's a dull and constant ache from every single promise that we didn't mean to break. It's like the air is getting thinner every time I see your face, and the ghost of every shadow in our favorite little place. I'm clutching at my sweater, trying to hold the pieces in, but I'm losing to the vacuum where your laughter should have been. God, my chest hurts from missing you. Missing you is a physical thing, it's a weight, it's a wall, and I'm just waiting for the final fall. Yeah, it hurts. I've been staring at the mirror for a good half hour now, with a heavy kind of shadow resting on my brow. The tangles are a thicket, a forest of the days, since you walked out the door and left me in this haze. I pick up the plastic, I hold it to the strand, but the strength just drains right out of my trembling hand. It's such a simple motion, a basic human thing, but I'm paralyzed by the silence that the morning has to bring. If I fix the mess, if I smooth the straight, does it mean I'm finally okay with you being away? I'm just too sad to brush my hair today, too tired to fight the knots that you left in your way. Let it mad, let it tangle, let it fall across my face, a messy golden curtain for this empty hollow space. If I look like a wreck, then at least the outside's true to the way my heart is breaking from the memory of you. Yeah, I'm just too sad to brush my hair. There's a ribbon on the counter from a night in late July, back when you would twist my curls and look me in the eye. Now those silk and silver threads are a jagged matted nest, a physical reminder of the heart inside my chest. I'd rather stay under the covers start a ritual that I know won't bring the end. It's the small things that break you, not the crashing of the waves. It's the toothbrush in the holder, it's the way the light behaves, and it's the weight of the bristles against the scalp that's gone so cold, telling me a story that I never wanted told. I'm just too sad to brush my hair today, too tired to fight the knots that you left in your way. Let it mad, let it tangle, let it fall across my face. A messy golden curtain for this empty hollow space. If I look like a wreck, then at least the outside's true to the way my heart is breaking from the memory of you. Yeah, I'm just too sad to brush my hair. Just let it be. Don't look at me. I'm a bird in a thicket, I'm a ghost in the tree. Maybe tomorrow I'll find the strength to care, but for now I'm just too sad to brush my hair. Caught a glimpse of an old photograph today, from a summer where the sunlight didn't feel so far away. There's a girl in the frame with a wide, easy grin, before the walls of this silence started closing in. I try to mimic the curve, I try to pull at the corners, but my face is a graveyard and my eyes are the mourners. It's like the muscles are frozen or the map has been lost, and I'm just the garden that's buried in frost. I remember the feeling, the light in the chest, when a joke from your lips put my worries to rest. But now when I try to find that old spark, I'm just striking matches in the pouring dark. I'm forgetting how to smile, it's a foreign kind of art. Since you took the punchline and you tore it all apart, my lips are a straight line, a horizon of gray, watching every bit of color slowly bleed away. Is it a habit I've broken, a language I've lost? I'm counting the minutes and I'm counting the cost. Yeah, I'm forgetting how to smile. The cashier cracked a joke about the rain and the cold, a familiar little story that's been 1,000 times told. I felt the expectation, the beat where I should join, but I'm a hollowed out pocket with a counterfeit coin. I just nodded my head and I looked at the floor while the ghost of my laughter walked out of the door. It's a physical effort, a weight I can't lift, watching the person I was slowly start to drift. They say fake it till you make it, but the mask is too thin. It doesn't hide the hollow where your shadow's been. How do you practice a joy that isn't there? How do you grin at the empty cold air? I'm forgetting how to smile, it's a foreign kind of art. Since you took the punchline and you tore it all apart, my lips are a straight line, a horizon of gray, watching every bit of color slowly bleed away. Is it a habit I've broken, a language I've lost? I'm counting the minutes and I'm counting the Yeah, I'm forgetting how to smile. My face feels so heavy, my heart feels so still. I'd force it for you if I only had the will. But the muscles are tired and the memory is old. I'm just getting cold. Goodbye, laughter. Goodbye, laughter. I'm tracing the outlines of where you used to lay, watching the sunlight turn into shades of gray. I reached for your hand, but I only caught the air. Just a ghost of a feeling that's no longer there. I'm drowning in silence, it's louder than screams, replaying the ending of all of our dreams. I should have said stay when I let you walk out. Now I'm dying in whispers of shadow and doubt. And now my tears taste like regret, a bitter salt for the things I haven't said. I'm memorizing the way it used to feel before the goodbye made the heartbreak real. Every drop is a sorry that's a lifetime too late, just a soul-crushing weight at the garden gate. Oh, I'm shivering cold in a house once wet with sweat, and God, my tears taste like regret. I found your old sweater at the back of the shelf. It smells like a version I loved of myself. I'm swallowing salt while I'm choking on pride, with nowhere for all of this hollow to hide. I burned every bridge just to see if you'd run, but I'm standing here blinded by a setting sun. If I could pour them in a glass, would you drink them down? Would you see how I'm gasping, watching you drown? It's a poisonous vintage, it's a dark, heavy wine. The cost of the love that I claimed was all mine. Yeah, my tears taste like regret, a bitter salt for the things I haven't said. I'm memorizing the way it used to feel before the goodbye made the heartbreak real. Every drop is a sorry that's a lifetime too late, just a soul-crushing weight at the garden gate. Oh, I'm shivering cold in a house once wet with sweat, and God, my tears taste like regret. Just a stinging reminder of the fire turned to ash. I'm waking up lonely in the wake of the crash. Yeah, they taste like you, but they feel like goodbye. Regret, just regret. Just regret. The coffee's gone cold on the edge of the sink, and I'm leaning too hard on the ghost of a drink. I went to call out, but the air turned to stone. Just a humming of wires in a house made of bone. I'm opening windows, but the wind won't come in. It's like the sky's made of lead and it's pressing my skin. I'm checking my pulse just to see if I'm there, but I'm grasping at nothing, just handfuls of air, and I can't catch my breath today. It's like you took all the oxygen when you walked away. The room's getting smaller, the walls wanna meet. I'm a heart without rhythm, a drum with no beat. Every sigh is a mountain I'm trying to climb. I'm suffocating on all of this leftover time. No, I can't catch my breath today. I saw your reflection in a sharp window pane, and the clouds opened up with a fistful of rain. I tried to inhale, but I choked on the mist, on the I love you echoes and the way that we kissed. My ribs are a cage for a bird that won't sing. I'm just waiting for winter to swallow the spring. 1, 2. Count the seconds of blue. 4. I'm flat on the floor. I'm gasping for mercy. I'm begging for light, but the dark's got a grip and it's holding me tight. I can't catch my breath today. It's like you took all the oxygen when you walked away. The room's getting smaller, the walls wanna meet. I'm a heart without rhythm, a drum with no beat. Every sigh is a mountain I'm trying to climb. I'm suffocating on all of this leftover time. No, I in and out, but it's empty inside. Just a hollowed out chest with nowhere to hide. I'm reaching, I'm fading, I'm still waiting for the air. I can't catch my breath today. I caught a stranger in the hallway glass, wondering how so many years could pass in the span of a single broken week. There's a hollow shadow resting on my cheek, and the silver showing at the temple line, a map of a life that's longer mine. I'm wearing the worry like a heavy winter coat, with 1,000 come home stuck in my throat. I look older since you left. The lines around my mouth are permanent now, from the weight of the why and the weight of the how. I used to be vibrant, I used to be gold, but grief has a way of making you old. I'm a young man's heart in a tired man's frame, just a flickering candle, forgetting its flame. Time didn't march, it decided to run. The moment you told me that we were all done, now I'm counting the wrinkles like rings on a tree, each one a memory of you leaving me. I look older since you left, like a house that's been abandoned to the rain. There's a season's worth of winter in my eyes, and a lifetime's worth of how to say goodbyes. I'm aging by the hour, I'm fading by the day, watching all my color turn to gray. Yeah, the mirror doesn't recognize the theft, but I look so much older since you left. My hands are shaking like they're 85, just trying to remember how to feel alive. But the youth walked out when you shut the door. I don't look like me anymore, no, not anymore. I just look older since you left. The pillow's a shoreline for a rising tide, nowhere for a weary heart to hide. I've counted the cracks in the ceiling above, measuring the distance of a lost cold love. My eyes are heavy, but the mind won't rest with this jagged stone sitting in my chest. The moon is a witness to the salt on my skin, to the nightly war I'm never gonna win. And I'm tired of crying myself to sleep into a darkness that's far too deep. My throat is rough from whispering your name to a quiet room that doesn't feel the same. I'm exhausted from the sorrow, I'm worn out from the pain, like a field that's had 1,000 years of rain. God, I'm just so tired of crying myself to sleep. There's a dull red ache behind my lips, paying for the love that our pride forbids. I try to close my eyes and find some peace, but the memory of you won't grant release. I've run out of prayers and I've run out of tears, but the ghost of your ghost is all that appears. I wanna wake up with the sun on my face, without feeling like a ghost in my home place. I wanna dream of something other than the end, instead of breaking over and over again. Yeah, I'm tired of crying myself to sleep into a darkness that's far too deep. My throat is raw from whispering your of crying myself to sleep. I'm a skeletal frame for a heavy regret, in a skin that hasn't learned to forget. Every joint is stiff with the things we didn't do, and my veins are just rivers of missing you. I try to stand up, but my knees wanna break underneath the pressure of the slow ache. I'm a walking bruise, I'm a violet shade, watching the light in my own eyes fade. I've got a body full of heartache, a soul full of lead, living in the space of the words you never said. From the tips of my fingers to the soles of my feet, every inch of me is tasting defeat. It's in the marrow, it's deep in the bone, the physical weight of being alone. Oh, I'm shivering under a winter's lake, with a body full of heartache. My lungs are heavy like they're filled with sand, reaching for the ghost of a vanished hand. There's a tension in my shoulders that won't let go, a permanent winter, a rhythmic snow. I'm a map of scars you can't even see, where the memory of us keeps hurting me. Doctors can't fix what the silence has torn. I'm frayed at the edges and visually worn. It's a cellular sorrow, a chemical sting, the visceral poison that a goodbye can bring. I've got a body full of heartache, a soul full of lead, living in the space of the words you never said. From the tips of my fingers to the soles of my feet, every inch of me is tasting defeat. It's in the marrow, it's deep in the bone, the physical weight of being alone. Oh, I'm shivering under a winter's lake, with a body hurt, with a running heart. My blood is running cold, I'm feeling centuries old. It's in my chest, it's in